single word, carved into a tree, swallowed an entire English settlement whole. For over 4 centuries, that cryptic etching has haunted historians, a silent testament to one of history's most baffling disappearances. It's a mystery that begins not with a bang, but with a whisper and an almost imperceptible shift in the winds of colonial ambition. The year is 1587. Queen Elizabeth I reigns supreme, her gaze fixed westward across the vast, tempestuous Atlantic. Her dream, to establish a permanent English foothold in the New World, a challenge that had already claimed lives and ships. Sir Walter Raleigh, a dashing courtier and fervent advocate for English expansion, was granted a patent to colonize Virginia. His previous attempts had faltered, leaving behind only small, ill-fated outposts. This time, he envisioned something different. He assembled a new expedition, a group of 117 men, women, and children eager to forge a new life. Their leader was John White, an artist and cartographer who had been on previous voyages. He harbored a personal stake in this endeavor, as his own daughter, Elena, was among the colonists. Their designated destination was Chesapeake Bay, a more promising location than the treacherous shoals of Roanoke Island, where Raleigh's previous ventures had struggled. But fate, or perhaps a conniving pilot named Simon Fernandez, had other plans. Fernandez, a Portuguese navigator with a murky past, refused to sail further north. He insisted on disembarking the colonists on Roanoke Island, claiming it was too late in the season to continue, a decision that would seal their fate. On August 18, 1587, history was made on Roanoke Island. Elena White Dare gave birth to Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas, a symbol of hope, a new beginning in a land far from home. But the fledgling colony was already facing immense challenges. Relations with the local Native American tribes were strained, supplies were dwindling, and the harsh realities of the untamed wilderness quickly set in. Desperate, the colonists implored John White to return to England for provisions and reinforcements. He reluctantly agreed, leaving behind his daughter, granddaughter, and the entire settlement with a heavy heart. Before his departure, White established a crucial contingency plan. If the colonists were forced to move, they would carve their destination into a tree or post. If they were in distress, they would add a Maltese cross. White anticipated a swift return within a few months. However, the brewing Anglo-Spanish War, culminating in the Spanish Armada, trapped him in England. Every available ship was commandeered for the war effort. 3 agonizing years passed before White could secure passage back to Roanoke. The delay must have weighed on him constantly, a gnawing dread for the fate of his family and his colony. What would he find? On August 18, 1590, on Virginia Dare's 3rd birthday, White finally reached Roanoke Island. The silence was deafening. No smoke from chimneys, no shouts of children, no signs of life. The houses had been dismantled, the fort abandoned. It was as if the entire settlement had simply vanished into thin air. A profound emptiness settled upon the land. Then he saw it. Carved into a gatepost, clearly legible were the letters, Crow, and on a nearby tree, the single, complete word, Croatoan. There was no Maltese cross. A glimmer of hope, perhaps. Croatoan was the name of a nearby island, home to a friendly Native American tribe. Did this mean the colonists had simply relocated? Was this a sign of survival? White was desperate to follow this lead, to sail to Croatoan. But a sudden, violent storm erupted, damaging his ships and forcing his crew to abandon the search. He never saw his family or any of the colonists again. And so, the mystery of the lost colony of Roanoke began. The word Croatoan became a focal point, a solitary clue in a sea of unanswered questions. What truly happened to those 117 souls? One prevailing theory suggests assimilation. The colonists, facing starvation and hostile tribes, may have sought refuge with the Croatoan people, now known as the Lumbee tribe of North Carolina. Indeed, later English explorers and settlers reported encountering Native Americans with European features, blue eyes, and even speaking some English words. Could these have been the descendants of the lost colonists? Another theory points to disease or attack. The colonists could have succumbed to an epidemic or been massacred by hostile tribes, perhaps even the Powhatan Confederacy, who were known for their territoriality. Archaeological digs continue to this day, unearthing tantalizing clues. In recent years, fragments of 16th-century English pottery and tools have been found inland, far from Roanoke, suggesting a possible internal migration. The Croatoan clue, therefore, might have been a partial truth, or perhaps a temporary destination before another move. The lack of a Maltese cross suggests they weren't in immediate danger when they left, but what prompted the departure? The mystery of Roanoke endures, a powerful reminder of the harsh realities of early colonization and the fragility of human ambition. The silent word Croatoan remains, an enigmatic epitaph for an entire lost community. Next, we unravel the chilling tale of the Mary Celeste, a ghost ship found sailing with no soul aboard.